Hey, what's up guys? Malt here, and we're back with some more SoraKagi. So here's what I remember last happening. She's gone now. We lost, wow. Why is my memory failing me today? Hold on. We just lost... Wait. Yeah, Dottie. There we go. Dottie is now unknown. She went on the helicopter. And then I was pulling out some boxes and I found a surprise, a hidden thing under his floorboard. So things look like they're starting to pick up. And we just barely escaped being caught. But we have a note, I think, talking about how everything's a lie. And things are about to get serious and all that. And also, I don't have any caffeine, which is really annoying. So...
Yo.
Hi. Hello. Buenas tardes, con Jones. I totally know how to say that. I'm sure I said that perfectly and you guys are not going to think I was really lame. Okay. I think that means hello, man, in Spanish or something like that. That's what Newt taught me back then. 15? Guys, is that a mistake in the game? It just says square bracket 15 closing circle bracket. Guys, I know enough about RPG Maker MV to know that is probably a mistake, and that was supposed to be a closing square bracket in order to do a very specific format. It doesn't matter. Either way, don't worry about it. It kind of works here. Maybe you should take a breath between the two words. So I just wanted to let you know that Lucas is passing the rumor that you and Orion had a clash and you knocked him down.
That's weird.
So I thought for a second, Twiggy Boy knocked down Beefy Boy? Impossible. That can't be true, right?
What?
What? Luca, how annoying can she get?
Loadable.
Yeah, I could read on your face that's just Luca being Luca. What an annoying minx. But hey, I could fix that. I could dispose of her in such an elaborated way that even the FBI couldn't find her. I thought this is not Danganronpa. No killing game here? What are you even talking about? I don't know, I just heard it once in a spy movie and it sounded kind of badass. Besides, it's stopped raining, so I'm gonna... Wait, Lion. I firmly grab Lion's right arm right as he is about to walk away. It seems like I've startled him.
I need to tell you something.
I need to tell you something now.
What?
Keep your voice down. What's wrong, man?
I found something.
I made a very concerning discovery in the pantry. We discovered Aloe and Doc making out? No. I'm dead serious. It kind of worries me, actually. Then spit your words. You're freaking me out.
Look.
Look at this. Orion tripped over a loose tile earlier, and when it came off, I noticed that there was a large space under the pantry's flooring. When I inspected it, I found a dusty safe box with a note on one side. With a note. And on one side, it implies that something sinister might be going on in Dawnvale. You mean besides Dot's attempts at summoning ghosts, or Rosa threatening me with a pair of scissors after repeatedly interrupting her while she's working? Not even gonna mention Orion's creepy theories to explain why his brain has turned to gum.
Hear me out.
No, not like that. There's that spine-chilling part that says that everything in Dawnvale is an illusion, and that we might not be as safe as we think we are. Please, Lion, just read it. Alright, Fussbot. Let's see. Lion takes the note out of my hand and starts reading it, but as doing so, his faint grin slowly withers away. I don't know why, but the first thing I imagined on the scene was that one scene, the only scene I know from that movie called Good Burger, I think. It's just Lion like taking that paper like, oh, oh, yeah, oh, okay. I know some of these words. He looks out at the ground, confusion fogging up his gaze. Then don't tell me he says that. It looks back at me dead in the eyes.
That's weird.
Okay, all right, no, we're good. He's not that dumb. He's not like that. It's pretty creepy, but what if it's just a stupid prank? The gotcha type of joke that got lost and forgotten. You're acting like no one has ever pulled a prank before. I mean, we had Newt, old Orion, Wilma, and even me for that kind of matter.
It's not it.
Is that really all you're taking from this? This note, when I started reading it, I had that foreboding feeling. Foreboding, baby. I can sense it that I can sense that we shouldn't take it so lightheartedly. You said there was a safe box, like a personal box? Yes, I did say that. One of those that we all have, right? Its content will probably speak for itself, and if it's in the pantry, let's go get it now. No, you idiot! First, yes, it's one of those. God damn it. Yes, firstly, yes, it is one of those. But look, there's a riddle on the paper that hints where the key is. And that means the box is probably locked. And Alo's still in there. I think we're better off without her hearing about it. In fact, I'd rather not talk about it to anyone else yet. Listen, you're stealthy, aren't you? How about you go pick it up during dinner? Not sure I understand what's all that jumble about, but if retrieving it can put your worries to rest, then I'll go get it. Thanks, mate. Well, I can't leave you like that. I hardly ever see you look so weird, so that makes me feel weird too.
Holy toast!
Hey, maybe we're truly cut from the same cloth after all. How can you always take things so...
Huh?
Lissy? GP! Elise storms through the dinner hall and comes to a stop right under my nose. Time to sniff. She puffs out her chest and stands on the tip of her toes in an attempt to look more intimidating. She looks taller than me. Elise is a rather childlike way to show her discontent, which tends to make it hard for anyone to take her seriously. But this time I understand it's a serious matter when I notice that her dilated pupils are burning with anger.
How could you?
GB, I heard you hit Orion from behind? How could you do that? Yeah, GB buddy, how could you?
Actually,
Calm down, Elise. Orion only tripped on a loose tile and hit the back of his head. Have you ever seen me hit someone or look for a fight? Oh, really?
Well...
In all honesty, I was surprised to hear that you suddenly became a violent guy. I'm so relieved to hear that's not the case. It's just Luca. Being Luca, once again. What are you boys doing here, by the way? Are you plotting some mischief? I am so disappointed. Just kidding. Since I was done helping Alo, I was planning to do some work out in the gymnasium, but this wacko started freaking out about something. Lion! Lion cuts himself short, eyes wide open and his left hand covering his mouth. He looks back at me, self-conscious of his blunder, and then nods to suggest his embarrassment. An idiot, I swear. What's wrong, GP? Butt cream! So true. Huh? HB, what the GB freaked out because he started having a rash down there, so he was looking for his butt cream. Lion, why are you so stupid?
Oh my!
Oh no, I can apply some butt cream for you, GB. GB, hold on tight. The pooper is important. The pooper is important matter. I don't know. It sounds even funnier with the grammar being wrong. What? I was in the nurse office. In the nurse office a minute ago. I can't get back there in the blink of... Oh my god. I can get back there in the blink of an eye. Have you got nut? Oh god, that's so much worse of the typo. Have you gone a nut too? Have you gone nut too? Do not fret. I will get this butt cream as fast as the wind can escort a damsel to her ultimate goal. No one says that.
wait!
Ooh, somebody nutting. Lion. I gave Lion a cold stare that catches him by surprise. He looks away and buries his head into his own shoulders out of embarrassment. Ahem.
Oopsie.
This rest of acting, you know. I wanted to come up with something better, but I started getting nervous and thinking about cream puffs, and it all got mixed up in my mind. Okay, so hold on. Let me understand this here. Okay? You started thinking about cream puffs, but then you said you mixed it up in your mind, which means you were also thinking about my ass, okay? Don't think I didn't read between the lines, Aphelion. You're the worst, Lion. Even worse than Luca. You can't say that. Hey! That's not nice. Whoops, I skipped something. Whatever. Today I beat Orion and now I have a butt rash. What a crazy day. Oh, that was me talking. That sounds really weird. It's like, oh man, I was beating Orion and now my butt hurts. Beating him in what exactly?
Well...
You know, you heard Lissy. Pooper is important matter. Bro. Okay, I'm gonna go fix
Definitely.
that. You'd better do that, and don't code it with another more ridiculous lie. Yeah, like that I need a nut or something. Think twice. Think twice? I won't say a single thing about the notebook under the floor. You can trust me, bro. Oh my god. Guys. This man just unironically said, Source, trust me, bro. Ooh, guys, I don't know. I don't know if I trust him. I don't know. Guys, I don't know if I trust him. Can I? No, you can't. You really can't. I take a deep breath out through my teeth before letting out a heavy sigh of exasperation. Only then I understand that even though the day has started, it's going to be no picnic. What a restless day. Dottie has left Dawnville. I make a confusing discovery and stupid rumors start flaring around. It makes me feel tired and unmotivated. At least the sun is finally shining brightly. There's something so comforting about feeling the warm caress of the sun on my skin. I gaze up at the sky, watching the lacy-edged white clouds drift away like foam on the sea, and start pondering on the mysterious note. For a brief moment, I start believing it could be nothing more than an ill-tasted joke that got lost in time. But I keep having this gut feeling that warns me not to neglect this finding. Figuring out whose handwriting it is could be very helpful. However, if it belongs to one of Dawnvale's first apprentices, it's not going to be an easy task. I wish I could go back to the pantry now. I'm going to have to wait for Aloe to leave first. You know what's going to happen? I'm going to go back to the pantry after Aloe leaves, and it's going to be missing. And it's going to be very suspicious that that happened. But now that I come to think about it, there's the archive cabinet in the library. It contains the filed classworks of the former apprentices, which we can ask to use as a reference for our own projects. However, only Doc has the key to open this cabinet. I should ask it to him before he leaves Dawnville. I need to find a good reason, or else he won't let me have it. I squint my eyes at the last remaining cloud. What? Sorry, hold on. I squint my eyes as the last remaining cloud has left a hole for the sun to beam through the narrow opening of the dome's gateway. Somehow I feel a sudden pride for coming up with such an idea, but as usual, there might be an overlooked variable that could potentially thwart my plan. At least, there's a good base to start off from. A good base, you say? Out of the blue? Wait, I was talking out loud? Oh, never mind. A silvery voice interrupts me in my thinking. Ah, okay. What? No, never mind. I guess I was talking out loud. Alexei? It's Alexander the Great to you.
Is that so?
Is that a historical reference or just your ego? Just factual information, darling. Alexei stretches his arms and flips his hair lethely.
I see.
Still spending time contemplating the sky, huh? What could possibly be absorbing all of your attention? Could it be the sensuous deity bearing a seductive face? Huh? Am I not enough for you? I decided to ignore the last bit of his question. I was just taking a sip of sunlight. It feels like being a baby warped in a warm, soft blanket. You say that with such a gentle voice. You're truly an unintentional romantic, GB. Alexei gives me one of his rare, gentle smiles and takes a seat in the chair in front of me. I like it. I like his smile. I like when his smile feels sincere. So is there something going on between us? Is this like a real thing that's more than just a meme? It's kind of sounding like it this time. I really don't get you sometimes.
What about it?
About what? GB. I just realized my mouse has been on the screen this whole time because I see it on this man's face. Sorry, guys. You've always had this unexplainable fascination with this vast color-changing painting. Back then, you'd often draw the sky with various things floating around, remember?
I know.
I even remember one specific drawing you did. You drew yourself hanging to the 3 balloons, gliding through the clouds. As children, it's amusing how we completely reinvent physics for a more dreamy type of science.
Actually.
But in reality, for an average kid weighing approximately 20 kilograms, you'll need about 2,500 standard-sized balloons filled with around 27,000 liters of helium to allow said child to fly off into the sky. It was probably less tedious to draw 3 balloons instead of 2,500 of them.
Really?
You really calculated that?
Yes.
Of course I did. As you know, I started studying physics and chemistry when I was about 8 years old. When I saw that drawing you did, I remember trying to calculate how many balloons it would take for you to be able to fly. I wanted to help you because I knew it was your dream. You know, this is digging up some weird memories I had of I think there was a book I read, a kid's book, when I was a kid. Or maybe like the teacher read it to us about, and it was about this same story about like how a kid was trying to fly by figuring out exactly how many balloons he had to attach to himself to do it. And they had like an actual number in the end. I wonder if it was the same number that was calculated here. Talk about being naive, huh? I did ask Doc to deliver 2,500 balloons on my 9th birthday. I was planning to blow each one of them... Oh, like, blow up... Okay, blow it... Sure. And offer them to you as a surprise. I genuinely thought I could help you. However, Doc refused and that made me so upset. What an old coot, that old man. For a couple of seconds, I stay in awe. Because of his pompous behavior, it's easy to overlook Alexei's modesty when it comes to making good deeds. However, whenever he makes something good or helps one of us, he always does it secretly and never mentions it or takes credit for his own action. Oops. Yeah, that makes sense, whatever. You've never told me about that. You don't really help. What? GB. You used to have such a whimsical imagination, but I utterly hate how you've been slowly suppressing it these past few years. It's as if Dawnvale has been sucking out all of the colors in your mind. You used to see the sky as a beautiful escape, but now it seems to have become a grim reminder of that freedom you yearn for, but cannot obtain just yet. Is it really what it looks like?
Indeed.
Yes, but I understand you, you know. However, unlike you, I don't suppress it. I don't repress it? I'm tired of Dawnvale. I want to leave too. I yearn to find the key to that paradise that we've all been dreaming about. Alexei's words give me goosebumps. He seems to be able to see right through me. Actually, I can see right through him right now. You are fading away, my friend. You are fading away right now. As if I was nothing more than a see-through piece of fabric. Nope. Still him. Oh, he's very faded. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. I ponder. I question myself. Have I unconsciously forgotten who I am just to accommodate myself to the lack of option? I seem... Sorry. I seem unable to even think of a full answer.
You are an incredible person, GB.
Anyway, I'm convinced that someday I will get to embrace the good old GB that I used to admire so much. I look up at Alexei, who is now standing between me and the dazzling sun. I can't really make it, but he seems to be back to bearing one of his playful smiles.
However...
Do you believe there's still hope for freedom after all? Well, it's rather ambiguous. That's what we've been promised after all. That someday we'll be able to leave this place and find our purpose in the outer society. You sound pretty uncertain.
Have you wondered?
Why wouldn't I? Have you ever read about Plato's allegory of the cave? Not really. Then you should. It will allow you to ruminate on the nature of belief versus knowledge. The way you perceive the world relies on how ignorant you are about it. In our situation, I wonder how ignorant we are about our very own world. But hey, it is acclaimed that ignorance is bliss, so maybe it's better that way. Don't we say a fool's paradise, after all?
I think that...
But ignorance doesn't bring anyone anywhere. I never once said I wanted to be blind about my own situation. I wish I could tell him about the note I found, but I need to investigate before spreading any rumor. Well, darling, I have been lazing about for way too long. It seems like spending time with you really is my favorite hobby. Maybe I could even ask... Doc if taking care of you could be considered a valid subject to make a project about. I would most certainly obtain the best potem possible. I can feel myself blushing. Alexei always has those insidious words that make me lose all my means in a split second. I just never know when his jokes end and when his honesty begins. Now that you're talking about Doc, do you know when he's planning to leave for his meeting this afternoon? Based on previous events, the helicopter is more likely to pick him up later after lunch. Do you need to ask him something? I need the key for the archive cabinet.
I see.
What a studious man. I doubt you'll ever find something useful in those decrepit papers. But you'll probably find him at the landing site or the steel building. He's most likely getting ready to leave. Now then, happiness dwells within the shortest moments. I need to go pick up my telescope in the lab before lunch. See you soon.
Bye.
Dreamy head. I scratch my head as I watch Alexei walk into the distance, still waving at me. I can still hear my heart pounding rhythmically, like a throbbing melody of the flesh, the muscle, and the humanity. What time is it? Almost time to go eat lunch. I really hope Doc doesn't leave before I get to talk to him. He's been spending way more time than usual in the steel building, and no one else but Aloe is allowed inside. That's it. Right after lunch, I'll rush to the steel building and ask him the key. My decision is set. I need to elucidate that mystery. Time flies by, twirling around and vanishing behind. The clocks indicate that it's already noon. And we're saving. Oh, we're all together again. For lunch, Aloe has concocted a Sicilian-style baked cod with pastas, explaining she's discovered that recipe on a trip to Italy when she was 17. The topic of traveling to different destinations all around the globe has now become the main focus. Elise wants to visit the Netherlands to see beautiful fields of tulips during the flower season, while Rosalind plans on flying to different fashion capitals around the world. Lion doesn't seem like he'd be interested in traveling. The only place he would like to visit is Catedra, a small town located in Mascaula. Mascaula? Yeah, I was hoping that would be something I recognize. I know there's a lot of countries in the world, but I definitely have never heard of Mascaula. And they said Italy before, so I'm assuming these are real places, but I don't know. He once saw a picture of it and thought it was a nice-looking place. Luca's ultimate destination seems to be Luvia, another place I haven't heard of. Her only reason being that many cute or interesting animals live there. Only Orion and I don't seem to know what to answer. While he simply has no interest in such things, I consider the whole world to be my destination, has not interest in such things. I long to feel sand under my feet. I want to learn different cultures and discover unique species of birds that live at the four corners of their planet. Stupid! There aren't corners on a spear. But one of my main goals is to see an aurora borealis with my own 2 eyes. Well, you know where you go for that? You go to Mr. Skinner, Principal Skinner's kitchen. So it can be localized right there. I want to see if the sky is the same everywhere. If it's as beautiful as that tiny bit that we can admire from down here in Dawnvale. His imagination's back.
Now then.
It's been saved. I have made some coffee as a digestive. Anyone want some? Yes, please.
Well,
It's too warm outside for me to drink any coffee. I'll have to decline. Plus, it gives me foul breath.
What?
Too warm? What kind of silly idea is that? That's kind of how my mom feels about coffee, actually. And then take a specific season or weather to enjoy a nice cup of coffee. Iced coffee, coffee milkshake, iced flat white, iced Americano, iced macchiato, and my all-time favorite for the season, iced mocha with a few drops of vanilla extract for extra flavor. Vanilla extract in coffee. You know, I've been kind of like interested. I've been more interested than usual in coffee recently. I got like a coffee machine and stuff. I mean, I know I should probably like learn how to be super fancy and like do like pour over coffee or whatever, but I've never thought of using vanilla extract, and I kind of want to try it. I've tried maple syrup in coffee, being the Canadian that I am, and it was actually pretty good. I hear you. They all sound very tempting, but it is still a no for me. Thank you very much. Rosa removes the napkin she neatly laid on her laps. Laps. She's got a lot of laps. And dusts off her skirt before giving Aloe a soft smile.
well then.
Thank you for this delicious meal, Aloe. To think I went the extra mile to prepare this brand new coffee, and everyone's left without trying a cup.
Well.
Giordano Bruno.
What is it?
Yes, I'm sure you wouldn't decline my offer, would you? Of course. Will it give me extra super speed? How about a cup of this Liberica coffee? I really need to talk to Doc, but I can't let Aloe down. I'd gladly have an iced coffee like you suggested. Now it's true that it's starting to get a bit hot. I'd rather drink something cold today. Well, I can make I can make one for you, but you'll have to wait for the coffee to cool down first. Sounds good to me. I wonder if I could try to sneak in the pantry while she's busy with her coffee. I have to go anyway. I'll drink it later. I'll go ask something to Doc. You better hurry then. The helicopter has landed a while ago. It's going to take long before Doc leaves. Okay, I better go then. Taking my sweet ass time. Guys, I have a crazy plan. What if I have some coffee before my coffee? That way I get double coffee, which means double the double speed, which is quadruple speed. I'm going to go so fast. This is the greatest plan I've ever had. I waited just enough for this coffee to cool down, and the nutty flavor is even bolder. If you're planning to go to the pantry, I've locked it. I found 2 rats in that room, but there's still one left. I'm going to try to catch it this afternoon, so in the meantime, I don't want anyone to go in that room. That doesn't make any sense. Damn it. That doesn't make any sense. You think the door is going to stop the rat from leaving? I'm pretty sure rats use different ways of entering. Also, what are you doing here? I tried her coffee this morning. I doubt she knows how to brew it. It's absurdly sour. I could feel my whole face scrunch up. You're better off not trying it. Well, that's a good thing to know. By the way, how is the back of your head doing? It's doing fine. Rosa cleaned the injury. It really wasn't that big of a deal. And how's your butt rash doing? To what? Forget about that, please. Lion just accidentally said something silly.
I know.
Yeah, I figured he was trying to rectify something. You know, like a rectify. But trust me, he really did a shitty job. Okay, I was trying to make a joke about the rectify, sounding like reminding me of rectum because, you know, relevant to butts and all. But then he went and said shitty job, and I think that maybe he was actually intentionally making butt jokes. But maybe he doesn't want to be the butt of the joke, but he's okay with making butt joke. Maybe. I don't know. I think my headcanon for this guy is basically at this point that he's super serious and has like a crazy, serious, deep voice, but he just, everything he says is super silly when you actually listen to him. And it's probably not what it actually is, but it's my canon now. And that's what makes him one of my favorite characters, and I don't know if that's cheating. I didn't get to know the end of that story or how Lion dealt with it, but as expected, he probably handled it the worst way possible. I guess he tried at least. It's a long and stupid story. Again, just forget about it. Alright. To think Luca genuinely believed you're the one who injured me. This is hysterical. As if that'd be possible. Very funny. Anything else you guys are saying? I wonder where those rats even came from. I spent so much time cleaning that room. How could I have never noticed them? Okay, yep, just keep talking about that. Alright, thanks. Let's go. What's over here? What's going on over here? I'm super fast, so I can check everything out. Do you think that they're gonna make me, like... give them a treat? What should I give them? An apple? Okay, I need to admit something. It seems like they really love apples. Look at them, they're sparkling. I have to admit something. Right after the save point in this episode, I did accidentally record like 15 minutes straight with my mic muted. So I had to go back and start re-recording stuff. And something different has happened, and that's kind of concerning me. I've been mostly doing the exact same steps I was doing before, except I remember to check the pantry this time. But last time when I came here, I had a panicked Luca who was looking for a kidnapped Flufon, or a missing Flufon that was kidnapped by some weird bird that she mentioned, and this time there's nothing here. So now I'm wondering if this game has random events that can happen, and I just happened to miss one by doing that. And that's really shitty. I really hope it happens again, because now I feel like I'm missing out. That sucks. That really sucks. Alright, well, let's continue doing the things I need to do before. Or, sorry, I did before. So after that, I basically went to... I said I was worried about, like, failing this random quest I got. Now I'm even more worried about it, because I'm pretty sure I have to go to the steel building to get the key. And I'm also worried that doing things that are not the main story is going to make me fail eventually, because I'd be like, oh, you took too long, oh, you idiot. But now I got a lot more questions than I had before, because I came here, I definitely kicked this soccer ball, and then I found High School Musical. How does he do that with that basketball? How does he do that? Ding, 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 bing, bing, ding, ding. Gotta get your head in the game. Gotta get your head in the game. Gotta get your head in the game. Hey.
I'm full of beans.
I'm full of beans. That's a great way to greet somebody. What a better way to digest than by doing a session of slow-paced workouts. So, want to join? Another day, maybe.
What?
Still thinking about that box, aren't you? I've been thinking about it too. I'm having a hard time taking it seriously. Probably because I haven't seen it with my own two eyes. But I know you. I know you wouldn't lie or come up with such a weird story.
Definitely.
I don't think I would. What would be the point of me creating something like that?
Beat yourself up.
Then don't worry, bro. It's only a matter of time. We gotta wait until dinner. In the meantime, stop brooding. It's probably just a stupid joke that was left behind. Just take a break and think. Why would anyone want to hurt us? Who would even do that?
Sounds about right.
I haven't thought about that, but when you put it that way, Dawnvale's always been a safe place for us. Yeah, like rats in a cage. I have no idea. Maybe because this note was never meant to be taken seriously. Don't get your knickers in a twist. We'll see. Doom. Boom. 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 Alright. And then the only other thing I did was I went over here. Okay, this is still normal. So she's looking at a beetle, I think. GB, stop moving. Why? Here. Take a look at this. A yellow ladybird. We hardly ever see these around here. Especially one with such a comely color. Well, climbing all the way up those walls can't be an easy task. Then we should cherish this little beetle's efforts even more. Did you know that they were named after the Virgin Mary and are considered the heavenly insects in some European countries? That's what I read at least. Oh no, it's flying away. That ladybug sounds like a frickin' fly. Hoo hoo. What a fancy encounter that was. And then I checked every room here and nothing happened. I saw the Five Nights at Freddy Flufan. Okay. It's such a classic mistake for me to do, to just randomly mute and not realize I'm muted for like 10 minutes of a recording. But luckily for me, the automatic save happened right before I made that muting mistake. So it actually really worked out. Well, I also learned I could walk in here. Not a whole lot of stuff going on over here, though. But, you know, it's neat. It's neat that I get to walk into the cursed, burning classroom that I told other people not to go into. She's too busy to talk. Shh, no one here, and I think, yeah. And then I was in the middle of talking to her about a book. When I realized I was muted. Oh, GB. I'm sorry, I was focusing on my book. I want to understand what I got wrong about that last essay, so I decided to read it a fourth time to make sure I finally get the real meaning behind it. So what was that book? What was it about? It's a book about philosophy, which is something I'm not entirely comfortable with. It takes on the author's perspective as he questions his view upon this environment and his own existence. It describes the way he sees the world, more precisely the sky, which he considers as a large curtain on a fundamental reality that mankind is far from being able to access yet. It's a book about me, guys. I'm the philosopher. I look at the sky all the time. He develops his point and goes deeper and deeper until it gets a bit too metaphysical for me. I mean, that's my own personal take. I'm having a hard time just guessing whether this is all metaphorical? I don't know if that's a word or not, or if like that's a typo, or if this is something about meth. Either way, or if the author had a severe dissociative disorder. If it's the latter, I really feel sorry for him. He must have been a very extremely anxiety-ridden existence. It sounds like it. What's the name of the book? The Lies of the Transcending Box by Pyotr Fedorov. The Transcending Box. Guys, that sounds really relevant to my interests. Sounds really intriguing. Somehow the mere pronunciation of the book's title piques my interest. I've enjoyed books that are deeply rooted into the author's confusing take on existence itself. We all perceive it and experience it so differently. The title is also what caught my attention. I don't particularly like philosophy, but I wanted to challenge myself. Is that like philosophy for plants?
Good.
That's the right mindset. I know you're disappointed that your last essay didn't do so well, but if you keep working, I'm sure you'll do better next time. And if you're still having a hard time figuring it out, let me read the book. I'll do my best to help you. Really? That'd be so nice of you, GB. I'm going to try it out on my own once more. However, I feel relieved to know that I can count on you. I need to focus. All right, well, I kind of want that book because it seems relevant to my interests, but time to get back to it. Chapter 24, here I am. Neat. All right, so I'm going to go to the steel building very soon. But I'll probably do that on the next episode. I'm a little bit bummed that I had to re-record some of this episode, but it's fine. Nothing cool. Actually, it's not fine. I'm very upset. Do I just keep saying different things? This freaking room. Chill out, bro. I want to see if maybe she spawns now. I'm kind of worried that I just missed out on a cool event. Dude! It's so weird. I'm really curious now about what I missed out on. Oh my god, I should have saved before I went back. Man, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, please leave a like down below. It helps me a lot. Subscribe if you haven't. Join the Discord server. Check out all the links in the description below. And as always, I hope you guys all have a great day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.